Deadline for removing permanent fish houses from North Dakota lakes isn't until March 15th. The State Game and Fish Department is urging you anglers out there to consider removing houses early in the areas of the state where ice conditions are deteriorating. Now, given the current long-range weather forecast predicting temperatures well above normal, coupled with a marginal ice pack in areas of the state, removing a fish house can be difficult or dangerous. It is important to check ice thickness, especially this time of year. Ice conditions can vary from region to region, between the lakes in the same region, and even on the same lake.